Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. Today I am working through day 14 of By the Well4 Growing in Truth devotional, and I am in John 14. I saved this day to journal because last week at church we were going through John 14, and so I wanted to know what my pastor had to say about it and whatnot before I actually did this Bible journaling page. And so for the background, I'm just taking some distressed oxides and antique linen and frayed burlap and using a makeup brush and just making a very light background. And then I will take this postcard collage stamp in the antique linen color and just stamp it around the background. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's a background stamp. I don't even have it on the block. I just keep it on the backer and just stamp around. I have a plan to keep this page fairly simple with this seed packet. I'm going to create a cluster. Now, this seed packet was included as the texture for this kit, but you could also purchase it separately in a pack of seed packets. I am actually going to use just the backside and use some embossing glazes on it to make it really fun and shiny. But first off, I'm writing out a prayer on a journaling card. We've had, as a family, a really horrible week, honestly. Some things came up that have just changed our life, honestly. And so, yeah, just wanted to remember that the Holy Spirit is with me and to remember Christ's promises for me. So anyways, here I am going back to this embossing glaze stuff. So I have 3 separate colors. I have rusty hinge, antique linen, and the walnut. And so I'm just going to use them in different sections, and then I will heat set that. Now, the first layer, you're going to see the separation between the colors, and that's why I'm going to do layer after layer. And I just love the way it turns out. I did this a number of years ago with a different envelope, and I love the shine with the layers of gloss. It just makes it kind of chunky and look a little bit aged. So I'm just going to keep on going. I will also do that flap eventually. It is a process, but it is a process that is worth it. So while I'm finishing up this envelope, I figured I would read John 14:25 through 27 to you. This is Jesus talking. I am reading from the ESV translation, and it says, "These things I have spoken to you while I am still with you. But the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he will teach you all things and bring to your remembrance all that I have said to you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." So now I'm going to set up this cluster. It's going to be very simple. I have this yellow flower bunch that I fussy cut just a little bit more from the die cut set. And then I also have this field label. This was from the coordinating die cuts, and I absolutely loved this set. It had a bunch of vintage elements in there. And so I'm just going to make some layers here. So I have that, and then I also have the little circle ties. I'm not even sure what they're called necessarily, but I had die cut them out from one of the Tim Holtz envelope dies, and so I'm going to be using those to attach some fabric and just make a little hold there. You'll see that in a second. But yeah, I'm just adding those to it as well. I will make that fabric strip a lot thinner so I can almost use it as a string or a tie there. I am also going to distress all the edges right here, add a little bit of brown because you know I have to do that. And also on the flowers, because if everything else is this brown creamy-ness, we don't want too much white. So now I'm just getting a look at how I want everything laid out in this cluster, and then I will start adding some glue. Now, what's helped me a lot this month is I batched a bunch of different dyes that I wanted to use. And so those things are going to add special little touches to each page. And so you'll see here on the side that I have this little nameplate. So I'm going to use that and also some words that say archive. I believe This is from the Specimen Die Set from Tim Holtz. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that is what it's from. And then I also have some gold foil tags. So like I said, I'm going to cut this fabric a little bit more thinly so that I can use this as a tie back. But then I'm going to get this little tag on the side. I decided to go with a little bit of a larger one, but I'm going to distress it a little bit with some sandpaper so it almost has this old gold kind of silvery look instead. And then I will also add a number. So I decided I was going to add the number 3 for the Trinity here, and I will add that with the numbers that I have already cut out as well. Since I had that tag distressed, I also decided to distress the nameplate with the sandpaper as well. And then I'll start gluing the gold part to the backer, and then I will get these words out that I've already cut out. So like I said before, I'm going to use the word archive. It just kind of works because I have a little prayer in here from today. But with how small these words are, my trick is to use tweezers and also to just squirt a little glue down onto your glass mat and dip those letters in. They are teeny tiny and kind of finicky to work with, but this is the best way that I've found to work with them. After that, I will glue this nameplate down to my cluster, and then this page will be complete. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram and my Facebook group. I will try to link everything I used down below in the description below, and I hope you have a wonderful day.